It's Natasha McPherson, owner of Medicare Rocks and McPherson Insurance. And today I'm here to tell you about Medicare Supplemental Plans, which are also known as Medigaps. So let's get right into it. Medicare Supplemental Plans, sometimes called Medigap plans, are sold by private insurance companies and are designed to fill in the gaps of original Medicare, which is Parts A and B. Clients can use their plan to see any doctor or any hospital that participates in the federal Medicare program, except for Medicare Select policies. There are 10 standardized plans, except in Massachusetts, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, where they have different plan options. As far as Medicare Part A goes, this is what the coverage gap would cover with a Medicare Supplement Plan for Part A. Inpatient deductible, inpatient copays for days beyond 61 days, skilled nursing facility coinsurance, hospice copay for inpatient respite care, and the first 3 pints of blood. As far as Part B goes, it would be the annual deductible, the 20% coinsurance, and Part B excess charges. For doctors that participate in Medicare but do not accept Medicare assignment, which means they don't agree to Medicare's payment as a payment in full, they're allowed to charge up to 15% over and above Medicare's approved amount. It's also important to note that Medigap plans can also cover traveling to a foreign country, additional home health care days, and preventive services not covered by Medicare. In all states except for Massachusetts, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, there are 10 modernized plans that carriers can make available to beneficiaries. These plans are A, B, C, D, F, K, L, M, N. The most commonly sold plans are F and G, as they provide 2 of the most comprehensive benefit packages available. The biggest difference between the plans are the coverage for the Part B deductible, with Plan G leaving out that coverage. However, as of January 1st, 2020, individuals who qualify for Medicare or turn age 65 after that date cannot purchase a plan that covers the Part B deductible. So Plan G has become the go-to option for many newly eligible beneficiaries. You can also find high deductible options of plans F and G, in which Medicare will pay first. Then the client is responsible for 100% of out-of-pocket costs until they reach a yearly deductible. Then the supplemental plan will pick up 100% of the cost for the remainder of the year. These plans have a premium that is considerably less than the traditional F and G options, but availability will vary by state. Plan N has become a popular option since it was released in 2010, providing a comprehensive package of benefits for an affordable premium. For some Part B services, policyholders may pay up to $20 for a doctor visit and up to $50 copay for an emergency room visit. However, this emergency room visit copay is waived if they are admitted into the hospital, as the plans cover either 50% or 75%. Respectively, of the gaps in Medicare up to a specific out-of-pocket limit, and then 100% thereafter. In most states, Plan K is the lowest premium option available to consumers and may be a popular option for individuals who consider themselves to be healthy and are looking for protection and freedom of a Medigap plan without the high price of a Plan F or Plan G. Select Medicare supplemental plans are available in some parts of the country and mimic the benefits of any of the modernized plans, which is A through N, but utilize a specific network of hospitals and in some cases doctors that policyholders must use for any plan procedures. These plans are only offered in specific zip codes, and if a client moves out of the plan service area, they would have a guaranteed right to purchase a plan from any carrier. How much do Medigap plans cost? Premiums for Medigap policies can vary based on age, gender, zip code, health conditions, and tobacco use. As a general rule of thumb, plans with lower benefits will have lower premiums, and plans with higher benefits means higher premiums. It's best for beneficiaries to get as many quotes as possible so they can understand all their options. Premium structures will vary across state and will either be by attained age, issue age, or community rated. For attained age and community rated, you can see the states on the screen. For attained age, premiums are based on your current age and will increase each year as the policyholder ages. Rates can also be adjusted for gender, zip code, health conditions, and tobacco use. The premiums can also change when the companies adjust rates for all policyholders, which is usually once per year. Issue age pertains to Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Missouri, and New Hampshire. Premiums are based on your age when you first purchased the plan. Rates can also be adjusted for gender, zip code, and tobacco use. The premiums can change when the company adjusts rates for all policyholders, which is usually once per year. Premiums will be their lowest at age 65. For community rated, which you can see on the screen as well, premiums are the same regardless of age or gender, but can also vary based on zip code, health conditions, and tobacco use. Premiums only change when the company adjusts rates for all policyholders, which is usually once per year. So when can you get a Medicare supplemental plan? The open enrollment period starts when a client turns age 65 or starts their Part B and lasts for 6 months. They can choose any plan from any carrier during this time and even change plans from one to the next during the 6-month period. They cannot be denied due to health history, but may be subject to tobacco rates. While you're shopping for a Medicare supplemental policy, you may hear about something called guaranteed issue. These are certain situations where a client has a guaranteed right to buy a policy and their acceptance is guaranteed. This would include losing group coverage, moving out of a Medicare Advantage plan service area, your Medicare Advantage plan is leaving your county, you join a Medicare Advantage plan for the first time after leaving a Medicare supplemental plan and decide to change back within 12 months, or loss of Medicaid. For full details, it would be best to reach out to me so we can discuss this. As far as underwriting goes, Medicare beneficiaries can apply for a Medicare supplemental plan at any time as long as they can pass underwriting. So this would be answering a series of yes or no health questions. The company may ask you for your prescription information, and they may require a telephone interview. It is important to note that you should not cancel your current coverage until you receive approval from the new Medicare supplemental carrier. If you're under 65, many states offer plans to individuals who qualify for Medicare due to disability or a specified disease under the age of 65. Available plans may vary and certain time restrictions may apply. When you're reading about Medicare supplemental plans, you also may see something called guaranteed renewal. All Medicare supplemental plans are guaranteed renewable, which means the insurance carriers cannot cancel a policy for any reason as long as premiums are being paid. This means that beneficiaries cannot be canceled because they move from one state to another or have high claims. As far as prescription coverage goes when it comes to a Medicare supplemental policy, Medicare supplemental plans do not cover outpatient prescription drugs. So beneficiaries must purchase a standalone Part D plan if they desire that type of coverage. I have plenty of videos on MedicareRocks.com explaining how Part D works. When it comes to Medicare, it's important to work with someone who can assist you through the process, who will make things easy to understand and less time intensive. My office is knowledgeable regarding Medicare and the different working parts of it. We utilize state-of-the-art software that tells us about all the plans in your area. Each year, it's important to do a complimentary Medicare annual review with my office. This is where we'll dive deeper into what you're expecting out of your health care as a whole, what you need to coordinate, like doctors, medication, and various other care, what may or may not be covered, what may or may not be available to you financially, and as well as aligning your moral and social values with your care. With a Medicare annual review, there will be no surprises when it comes to your health care during the year. You can schedule some time to chat with me by clicking on the link attached with this video. I hope I've answered some of your questions, and if you have any more questions, please feel free to contact me. I am always here for you. And remember, my assistance is always complimentary. Medicare agents are compensated by the plans they represent. We are not compensated by you. Thank you for allowing me to explain Medicare supplemental plans to you.